up, what up, what up, YouTube? I don't have very many followers, but I figured if I just keep making material that sooner or later the followers will start coming in. People will start subscribing to my stuff. Hopefully they might enjoy what I have to say, but we'll see. Today I'm going to talk about how to prepare yourself. How to do this. And I just want to start off by saying that you basically do have time at this point to prepare yourself. And you think, what am I preparing myself for? Well, at this point, we're preparing for a hyperinflation type scenario where your power bill is going to go up by 1,000%. The food that you buy is going to go up 1,000%. This is typically the situation that we're looking at what most likely is going to happen as far as doomsday scenarios go. And it's not necessarily doomsday, but so how are we going to prepare for this kind of thing? Well, the obvious would be to stock up on food and water, the very first priority. Second priority would be to stock up on pew-pew sticks and ammunition. And then I think your third priority would be to create a self-sustainable sort of environment for yourself in which you can grow all your own food. You can provide yourself with food and water, at least if you can do that. And then work your way towards the solar panels and so forth. And that's one way you can prepare to have stuff so that you're not going to starve to death or that you're not going to not have any water to drink. That's one way to prepare. But what I'm talking about today is physically preparing yourself to get into shape and what kind of stuff that you would need to do. I would just say that, don't knock yourself for maybe being overweight or out of shape or for whatever reason. Because everybody's got to start somewhere. I was 50 pounds heavier a couple of years ago when I first started this journey that I've been on. So I've completely lost all the weight, kept it off, and I'm stronger than I've ever been before. What I do basically to get myself into shape, what I've been doing is, you could go to the gym, but you really don't even need a gym membership to get in shape. What you need is willingness. You need dedication. You need consistency. And you need a proper diet. If you don't have those things, nothing's going to work out for you. It's just a fact of the matter. You could try working out all day long, walk 10 miles a day, but if you're eating pizza and drinking soda pop, you're not going to lose the weight, at least not as fast as you'd like to. You still lose the weight, it just takes you a lot longer. And truth be told, that's probably the reason why it took me so long to lose all that weight. Was probably because, I like to eat what I like to eat. Okay, I like pizza and I do like soda drinks, but I've cut out the sugary drinks in the last year and I've noticed a huge difference in just a lot of things, even mental focus and stuff like that. But anyways, the first thing that you want to do, if you're trying to get yourself in shape, at least trying to get yourself more active to where you can handle a more physical lifestyle that you might be shifting into here in the future. First thing is just start walking. You don't have to walk far, walk a block. The main thing that you want to do though is you want to stay consistent. So what you want to do is if you're going to walk in the morning, do it 4 or 5 times a week. Go for your walk in the morning. You put on your headphones, listen to music, whatever you want to do. Or if it's too early, really early in the morning, bring a flashlight so people can see you. But yeah, just walk. You can just start off by just walking. Now what I do, on my phone, in my notes, I have daily routines, workout routines, and then I have weekly routines, and then I have monthly routines. And these can switch up too. So that if I ever get confused on what muscle group I need to work out next, or what sort of routine I need to do, I can just consult my phone basically, and it'll tell me. I am not trying to go for huge muscles that you see at the gym. I am going for pure, unadulterated endurance. That's it. And the strength is there too as well, kind of thing. And just say it like that. I'm focused on high reps and little breaks. When I work out, it's basically a high intensity training. I do not stop. I don't take breaks in between sets. I just go until I literally almost threw up the other day doing that one, trying to get directly off the treadmill going right to pull-ups. It didn't even take a breather. But yeah, so this is just some of the stuff that I do. And I'm also kind of focusing my fitness on sort of a military approach to it, where I'm not trying to go for max bench or max squat or whatever. I'm trying to have functional strength, meaning that I want to be able to pull myself and a backpack on up over a fence or a bridge or something that I might need to hop a building or something, who knows. But I need to be able to do this and have the functional strength to do so. You know, I honestly got to laugh at the guys at the gym, that the dudes are just all swole and buff. And I think to myself, you know, how good's your cardio? And deep down, we all know these guys don't run. They walk on the treadmill. But the only reason that they have a low body fat is probably because they're doing steroids and have about, you know, the testosterone of 5 13-year-olds inside of them. Which is fine if that's your thing, you want small balls, okay, go right ahead, you know. But the truth of the matter is that it doesn't do you any good. Those big muscles, here's the fact of the matter. Being big and strong does not mean fitness. I don't care, I'm going to piss a lot of people off with that if they see this, but it's the truth. You could have a dude at the gym that is 240 pounds, solid muscle, 6'3", you know, benching 380 or some crazy number, you know, squatting 600 pounds, but he can't run a half a mile to save his life. The guy only barely at best walks on the treadmill. So it's all for looks. Those muscles work good, but in a real fight, you got about 30 seconds and that dude's big muscles are useless. That's just the reality. I mean, any one of these UFC fighters, even I don't care, even in the heavyweight divisions, the main focus of all their workout is cardio. Hitting the heavy bag, hitting focus mitts, their focus is cardio. Lift your own body weight as much as you can. I'd rather be agile, lean, and fast than be big, slow, cumbersome, and strong, because really that strength does not equal functionality that you're going to want to use in real life situations. That's just how it is. And the same thing goes for, let's say hypothetically you were to get into a fist fight, you know, and you've been working out. Well, guess what? You have the agility to dance around the other person's punches. And if you've been training at all, you probably are quicker and leaner. You could get in there and get a grappling move on them quicker. You can get the ground and pound game a lot quicker. You can do quite a bit better. The smaller guy has the advantage. I know people think, it is totally against what you normally would think, but I have seen many fist fights where the smaller guy absolutely destroyed a huge guy simply because the little guy was faster. And he could just dance around and bob and weave and just get inside and get out and then get a choke on real quick, you know, like a spider monkey or something. And that's just the reality. If the more lean a guy is, the better, I mean, the more agile, the more functional that strength is going to be. So my recommendation, if you're trying to start working out now and you're overweight, like I said, just start off small. Start walking. My other recommendation would be to put it in your phone, in your notes, or in your calendar, some sort of reminder of your daily routine that you need to get done. You know, I could look at my phone right now and tell you I haven't done my push-ups and sit-ups yet, but it's only going to take me about 15, 20 minutes. You see, and so then the other thing too is don't try to do too much at once either. That's the other part, is you need to start off slow, work your way into it. Because if you go right into this hard routine on yourself and you get too sore where you can't even move, you'll never go back to working out again. You will have scared yourself out of doing it. So getting sore is good, like muscle sore, but you don't want to overdo it, especially when you're first starting out. When I was training people, I've heard a few people just because they were beginners when it came to fitness, and I had them doing some exercises that were beyond their scope and strength of fitness levels, and they pulled muscles, and they ended up suing the gym I worked at. So, yeah. The other recommendation that I suggest would be to, if you're trying to lose weight, don't buy supplements. Supplements are a ripoff. You can achieve everything with diet alone, with just eating the proper food. You don't need weight loss, especially weight loss. It's basically drugs, methamphetamines, and a pill. Just don't waste your time with that shit. The other recommendation is, if you're trying to lose weight, lose body fat, you're not necessarily trying to just lose weight, you're trying to lose body fat. And you want to replace it with muscle. So if you don't lose any weight for a while, that's probably okay as well, because you're probably building muscle. But if you continue to not lose weight, you're not losing body fat, like we're saying, then the point is you want to change your diet at that point. You want to really start focusing on your diet. And that brings me up to the next point that I want to stress. Fasting is good. Okay, so a lot of people, I see these trainers and they eat a huge hearty breakfast and everything. I just can't eat in the morning. I am simply not hungry. I don't eat till about noon or 1 o'clock. I go to the gym and work out first before I eat anything. And I'll drink like coffee, and that's about it in the morning. And you know, I get up at 6 in the morning, but I don't eat until about noon, 1 o'clock, and I stop eating at 10 at night. That, I think, alone has really helped with my energy levels. And it's hard to explain, but as far as I know, the human body, it's good for you to be hungry at least once a day. You know, you don't necessarily need to eat every time you get hungry. That's another thing I want to stress too. If you get hungry, you can go several hours and just drink some water, and it'll trick your body into thinking you have something in your stomach. That's another way to lose weight. Honestly, that works really quite well. Like I was saying, another suggestion about not eating past 10 o'clock at night and then starting up at noon, 1 o'clock the next day, and only having that window of like 8 or 9 hours in which you actually are eating. That's ideal. Okay? If you want to get into this, just get serious. Start off slow, but do it every day and stay consistent. And it's going to take a while. It takes several years to get in shape, which to me, there is no in shape. You're constantly working at it to get more in shape. So, you know, more fit. We're always constantly trying to improve ourselves. At least I am, and I'm hoping that people that watch this feel the same way too. That, you know, that prepping it isn't just about buying food and bullets and band-aids. It's also about preparing your body and your mind as well, because, you know, preparing your body, being physically fit, can also prepare your mind for adversities, I guess you could say. Like if, you know, you can't do something, or you feel that you can't do something, you know, and then let's just say, you know, like today, I didn't think I could run that mile in 7.5 minutes. And I did, because I pushed myself, and then I thought to myself, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. That's the other tip I would say. Probably the last tip is that it's all mental. Every bit of fitness is all mental. Before I leave to go to the gym, I'm talking myself out of it. Oh, my bag, I need this, I don't have that. Oh, my back hurts, I can't go to the gym. Oh, you know, I just worked out yesterday. My brain will make up every excuse you've ever heard to not go to the gyms. And I know that. So I know that to ignore those excuses and ignore that little voice in your head telling you not to go. And honestly, those are the best days. The days that you do go work out or get outside when you don't feel like it, you end up feeling 10 times better from the workout. Which leads me to the next point, is that on top of doing it because you might have to be physically capable to do some things in the future, you should be working out to feel better, to fight disease, to, you know, all these other plethora of positive reasons why you should be exercising. And honestly, like, I feel incredibly well after a good hard cardio workout, a good run, a good bike ride, something. I feel great. I personally felt like I sat in the sauna for like 20, 30 minutes, just sweat all those toxins out, and I just feel amazing. You know, my body is just so much more relaxed, and I have those, like I said, runner's high. But anyways, that's pretty much what I'm going to say about physical fitness. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up. Yeah, I would say first tip would be just start doing it and keep doing it.